Now, 2 days of arguments took place before a panel of judges at the International Court of Justice this week. In what has been described as a historic hearing, South Africa strongly presented its argument that Israel is carrying out acts of intentional genocide in Gaza. But the State of Israel has also been emphatic in its rejection of the allegations. At least 23,000 civilians have been killed since the October 7th attack of Hamas on Israel. And we now reflect on some of the key issues that emerged through the representatives of both legal teams. I'm joined by international relations expert, Professor Cathleen Powell, and she's head of public law at the University of Cape Town. Professor Powell, thank you so much for joining us. Just in reflecting on South Africa and Israel's arguments, the salient takeaways and speaking or talking points from both arguments, if you'll just give us an executive summary for those who may have missed it.
Okay, wow, let me try to be brief then. The South African side focused on showing that each of the requirements for provisional merit. We need to understand that the case South Africa is bringing is a main case, which is that Israel is committing genocide or failing to prevent it. But then there's also a preliminary case in which South Africa is asking for an urgent interim order by the court to stop further damage. So what South Africa did on Thursday was to say, look, we've got jurisdiction because both states are under the genocide, are parties to the Genocide Convention. There's a prima facie case of genocidal acts, and they named the carnage and devastation in Gaza and showed some photos. Then they said there's genocidal intent, which is a specific requirement of genocide. And for that, they quoted members of the Israeli government and army and people connected to the army, or indeed just normal citizens, saying things like, we must wipe Gaza off the map, we must wipe out the seed of Amalek, which refers to a tribe that the Jews in the time of Saul destroyed completely, man, woman, child, and animal.